Yo, what up, world? I want y'all to hear this real quick. This your boy LA coming back to you with another real life shit segment. I want y'all to hear this real quick.
Brinson, you got him looking like,
because this is the shit I was screaming at the TV like, bro, what the fuck is what is Tua doing, bro? What is y'all doing? Period, man. Like something ain't right.
Tua, you got to play better, especially in the first quarter.
Hold up.
Into the game right now. They got
okay.
Early for Tua, man. It's very early, and I think the Dolphins are right on the cusp. The Dolphins are right on the cusp of that franchise completely turning around. And one of the first things they need to do is find ways to beat teams that are good. Find ways to beat teams that are above 500. I know it
starts with coaching,
season, but I'm shifting to the game right now. The goddamn Bills. The Bills have been the Dolphins' kryptonite, but God knows how many years.
Mm-hmm.
What did they 1-10?
1-11.
First it was the Patriots, now it's the Bills.
The last 12 games against Buffalo. 2-13 in the last 15. 5-8, 5-18 against the Buffalo Bills. Going back, date back to 2013. I appreciate that, Josh, for the information, so I can use it tonight. The game tonight, Tua, you got to play better, especially in the first quarter. Listen, you basically gave the game away. You basically gave the game away in the first quarter with the 2 interceptions. The timing on the dig route. The ball coming too early. The receiver not even out his break yet. You overthrow Chosen. You overthrow Lil Robbie. You know, on the curve route, the deep curve route at 18.
Yeah.
The ball sailed about 24 yards. Interception. They got brother. I don't even know the DB last name. Brinson. You got him looking like Deion Sanders out there. He got 2 interceptions in the first quarter. What we doing?
Man.
Boom. Offensively. Hold on, I'm mad. Now, hold on. I got to go.
Right.
Offensively, you know what the Bills going to do. We got a 4x1 track team at the receiver position. What they going to do? They going to play too high. They going to play too high the whole game. You got to run the ball. Now, A-Chain had to
run him out
of it. A-Chain had a good game. He had about 90. He had 90.
Did y'all hear what he just said?
90 on the ground. He had about 50.
100 yards, 22 for 96.
Okay. Well, I'm on point then. So, you keep running it. If you don't have a running game, they not coming up out that 2 shell because they not letting you go deep. They know why.
No.
They know
Why
what
would
to
I?
do.
I'm gonna play that back real quick.
Run him out of it.
H.A. had a good game. Brother, I don't even know the DB last name. Brinson. You got him looking like Deion Sanders out there. He got 2 interceptions in the first quarter. What we doing? Boom. Offensively. I'm mad. Now, hold on. I got to go.
Go ahead.
Offensively, you know what the Bills going to do. We got a 4x1 track team at the receiver position. What they going to do? They going to play too high. They going to play too high the whole game. You got to run the ball. Now, A-Chain had to
run him out of it.
A-Chain had a good game. He had about 90. He had 90 on the ground. He had about 50.
100 yards, 22 for 96.
Okay. Well, I'm on point then. So, you keep running it. If you don't have a running game, they not coming up out that 2 shell because they not letting you go deep. They know why.
Why would I?
They know. Listen, Mike McDaniels is awesome with the creativity.
Gee.
The shifts, the formations, the motions, the misdirection. It's nice. It's pretty. It look good, but it's not doing what needs to be done, affecting the defense because they still playing 2 shell. You know what? We're gonna let them run. We're gonna let them run. And even on third down, you hoping you get man-to-man on third down. Shit, they right back in the 2 shell again.
Because teams that play them, what Coach Belichick used to do with Peyton Manning. I know you'll run it, but I know you're going to get impatient because I know you want to throw it. Because I know you got all those bells and whistles. See, you got Reggie Wayne, and you got Marvin Harrison, and you got Dallas Clark. You don't really want to run the ball with Andrew and Joseph die. I know that. I know you don't. So guess what? I'll give you a few yards, but I know you want to throw it. They know the Dolphins don't really want to run it. Oh, Joe, you got Waddle. You got Tyreek. You play one guy $30 million, you play another guy $28 million, and you got a $250 million quarterback. Who paid that kind of money to a skill position of 2 wide receivers and a quarterback to turn around and hand it to a running back that's making $800,000? I know that. The Bills know that. So I know you're not going to stick with it. Even if you get 10 yards, you get 12 yards, I know deep
You
down
wanna throw
inside, Ocho, you want it. Yeah, you're right. And you're going to play right into Ocho, how many times you heard me say, don't make a bad situation worse. Don't exacerbate the situation. Tua, take the sack, punt the football. What did he do, Ocho? Because he doesn't have the strongest arm to begin with. So if you going down,
I ain't
even
mention that interception. I let that one go. I was just focused on. At that point the game was over. I'm talking about at the beginning of the game when we actually had a chance to actually come back. I keep talking about we. When we actually when they had a chance to actually come back and win and make it a game. Now you know that in the second half, it was the second half, that third interception, right? Yeah.
Yes. Early in the third.
That, I mean, once that happened, the game is out of reach. It's out of reach at that point. It's out of reach. We have to have better play at the quarterback position. That's it. Period. Because when we do have an opportunity to throw the ball, when we can make the completions, when we got them out, when they're not in that two shell, which they played the whole game, you got to make all those throws. The tight end position, the middle of the field is wide open. If they want to go two shell, hey, that's a time when.
Well, he overshot him. You remember he had him in the end zone and he overthrew him?
Make those plays.
You got to make that play because you're not going to get
too many of them. You're not going to get too many of them. Listen, I think they're going to be all right because they're such a high-powered offense. It's just the problem when you play the upper echelon teams, this is the Dolphin team that shows up. This is the Dolphin team that shows up. Not just here in week 2, but I'm talking about later on in the postseason as well. And don't let it be no goddamn cold weather. Well, shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's even worse.
Well, if you think about it, when you go to the playoffs, the teams that can potentially make the playoffs, Kansas City, it gets cold in January. Baltimore, it gets cold in January. Cleveland, Cincinnati, it gets cold. Pittsburgh, Buffalo. So really, unless you get a home field or you go to the Chargers, you're going to have some weather, probably. There's a far greater chance that you're going to have inclement weather, cold, rain, snows.
Now I'm not on TV like they are. They on YouTube, but I'm not important like they are. But they saying the same shit that I pretty much said. Tua has to play better. Yes. But at the same time, it starts with coaching, man. And the coach is calling out them plays. That's why I said if Mike McDaniels don't get trigger happy and want to throw to his high-paid receivers and utilize the running game against Buffalo, against everybody, you got to make them fear our running game, man. Yes, they fear our passing game, but they know teams they knowing that's what we gonna do. Y'all keep saying Mike McDaniels coaching and play calling is genius. It's not. Motherfucker, it's not. Because if you genius, he came here with the sense of what I thought his ability to call running plays. He's one of the best offensive coordinators for running the ball. Where the fuck that shit at? No, you getting trigger happy because you want to throw it to Tyreek. You want to throw it to Waddle. That shit, man, we ain't gonna win like that, man. We ain't gonna win like that. I'm ready to tell y'all, man. We ain't gonna win like that. Then you want to go get OBJ. I get it. You can't throw the ball all game, man. Yes, you got a quarterback that can throw with great accuracy. Didn't look like it in that game, though. You got to learn to run the ball, man. Utilize that boy Jalen Wright. Run the ball down motherfuckers' throats. Stop doing that pitch left, pitch right bullshit. That shit is easy to look at, man. Teams can see that shit developing. Why you won't abandon that shit? Like, utilizing maybe once or twice, catch a motherfucker off guard, but that's your main shit. Pitch left, pitch right. Man, let them, man, go in I formation and let the running backs do their thing, man. Get them a fullback lead and let them do their fucking thing, man. You're not utilizing the weapons that you're really supposed to use, man. And that's your running backs. When you make a motherfucking defense scared of your run, that opens up the pass game, man. Why? I'm not a coach, but why do I know this shit? Because it's smart football coaching. That's obvious. That's what makes sense. Why do we get coaches on our team that does shit that don't make sense? I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do.